up, yo? Welcome back. We got a request. Thank you for the request. We want to know the new competitor bodybuilding league process, yo. I know this is very confusing. I've been playing this game for 20 plus years. I figured it out a long time ago, but it is very confusing. So is arm wrestling leagues, so is powerlifting leagues. They all have strongman leagues. There's a whole bunch of different ones. It's very confusing which route to take. So let me go ahead, clear the mud a little bit, give you some guidance, all right? So when you're talking about you want to do a bodybuilding competition, congratulations, competitor. I'm talking about everybody, male, female, bikini, bodybuilding, physique, everybody that's a physique competitor. Congrats, you want to hit that stage. That's awesome. Good for you, baby. The first thing you got to ask yourself, and you already know this question, are you natty or are you not natty, right? This is where it gets mudded, right? Bodybuilding, powerlifting, strongman, they all have two different leagues, natty, not natty. So if you're a natty, I'm going to highly recommend you do natty leagues so that you have a even playing field. If you're natty and you come play over here in the not natty leagues, you're not having an even playing field, y'all. Just realize that. You can come over here and win as a natural athlete, but it's going to be very hard. And remember, you're not going to have an even playing field. So, let's do the natty leagues first. The biggest one I know of around here, and we're in Maryland, is OCB. To me, they do a fantastic job. The urinalysis, they lie detect, they do a random throughout the year. If you're natural, this league right here to me is premier, OCB. Boom. There is NABBA, but that's a European league. I don't even think that's in the United States anymore. So we're not going to talk about NABBA. We'll talk about OCB. It's squared away. We trained a lot of people for this league. It's a real league. It's respected. It's a great league. If you're natty, I highly recommend OCB for you, right? So when you're thinking about a show, you Google OCB, look up their schedule, pick out a show, right? All right. The other tested league is USBF. It's another good league. It's just a bit, well, not a bit. It's a lot smaller than the OCB. So I would recommend just going with the OCB, yo. If you can't find one and you can find USBF, go ahead and do USBF. But if you can find the OCB, do the OCB show. Okay, that's the natty leagues, right? Here's the not natty leagues, the NPC and the IFBB. These are also the big leagues, y'all. The magazines, the movies, the super studs, they aren't coming from here. The fans of the sport typically aren't going to watch this, right? They're going to be over here watching the Olympia, the Arnold, the top of the world, the best, right? Just keep that in mind. If you want to be a superstar and you're playing in the natural leagues, it's going to be extremely hard for you to do that. Okay, NPC has a little star next to it because they do have a natural NPC league. It's not near as strict as the OCB, right? So once again, if you're going to do natural, if you're going to be natural, play in the natural leagues. NPC is playing in the natural leagues, but not really. Their guidelines aren't near as strict. There's ways around their guidelines, and guys are going to cheat. Just throwing it out there right now. If you do an NPC natural show, you're going to go against guys that are cheating. OCB, they're not really going to cheat on purpose, right? A lot of guys are popping on SARMs just because they don't know it's banned. You can buy it at GNC. You can buy it on the internet. It's not illegal, but it is a banned substance. Also, fat burners. A lot of fat burners. Check the banned substance. A lot of guys think they're natural. A lot of girls think they're natural, but you're getting a fat burner with a banned substance in it. You're not going to compete in natural leagues, right? So check the ban list and then check what you're taking. I feel bad for people taking the fat burners, not knowing, hey, there's a banned substance in this fat burner. I bought it at GNC. It's perfectly legal, but it's banned. Has an ingredient the IOC says is banned, so remember that. If you're natty, SARMs and fat burners can peg you on your piss test, so be careful with that one. All right, back to the big leagues. If you're not tested, NPC, IFBB. This is the pro league. OCB also has a pro league. So you can win your pro card and compete as a natural athlete and a non-natural athlete. All right, now we got the leagues picked out. You decide where you want to go. You decide the date. Assess your physique, ladies and gentlemen. Assess your physique. For the men, are you doing physique, classic physique, or bodybuilding? If you need help deciding, get a coach. They will help you decide which one you fit into, right? If it's your first show, you're probably going to be physique. Natural evolution, you get bigger as you keep going. But assess your physique and give yourself realistic expectations, y'all. If you've been working out only 6 months, you're probably not ready to compete. Give yourself a couple years, build some muscle, and then go ahead and compete. Same thing with the girls. You're gonna do bikini, figure, physique, wellness, or bodybuilding. Oh, OCB doesn't have female bodybuilding. So if you wanna do female bodybuilding, that's your only choice there. What else? Give yourself time. When you're doing a show, especially your first show, I would recommend at least a 16-week prep and get yourself a coach. If you're a first timer, you don't know what you're doing, get yourself a coach. If you can't afford one, you better get on the internet and study. Do your homework, right? All right. What else? That's about it, y'all. Assess your physique, get realistic expectations, figure out which category you fit in, right? Bodybuilding's the biggest. Boom. Physique, you're going to be the smallest. There's nothing wrong with any of the categories, by the way. I'm not judging. It's just where you fit in. And once again, if you're just starting out, you only got a couple years, you might start at physique and 3 years later grow into classic physique, and then 3 years later you're going to be a bodybuilder, right? That can very well happen. Logan Franklin just won second place at the Arnold. He started at physique. He just got second place at the Arnold in classic physique. So it's natural evolution. If you keep working out, you keep getting bigger, you're going to move up. All right. Hopefully I helped you out here. Hopefully I cleared the mud. I cleared the fog a little bit. First thing you need to do is pick your league. Second thing you need to do is pick your date. That's if you assessed your physique and you're ready to go. If you assess your physique and you're not ready to go, chalk it up, train for another year, and then decide where to go, right? And if you're not sure, ask a coach. A real coach, an honest coach is going to tell you, hey man, you're not ready. You got to put another year of training in. There's plenty of bad coaches out there who will take your money and watch you lose. But a good coach is going to tell you, hey man, chalk it up. You're just not ready yet. You got to put more time in. You got to put more size on. All right? All right. Other than that, congratulations. Definitely compete. I love it. It's my passion. It's what I love. So I love anybody that competes, and I want everybody to compete, right? All right. Hopefully we clear some mud up here. I don't know if we'll put this in any kind of playlist, but hopefully we will. New competitor playlist. Competitor playlist. That's where we're going to throw it. All right. 88 Fitness. Like and subscribe.